Brookings Radio. We are joined in studio now by Dr. Summer Schultz, Superintendent of Schools here in the Brookings School District. Good day, and thank you for dropping by.
Thank you for having me.
Well, as we record this, we just had a school board meeting last night, and thought this would be kind of quiet because, we're past the first quarter, not a whole lot going on, but there's some behind-the-scenes little things. We had, unexpectedly, Kelly Books resign, and we have to replace her seat.
It is a bittersweet vacancy. If you know Kelly, you know her passion, her drive to get things done. And when her heart is in something, there is no slowing her down. And communities need people like that. And we saw that at the school district and then through her work at SDSU. So our entire community will miss that passion, that drive that Kelly has. But yeah, she was offered a really great job working for the University of Nebraska Foundation, and I knew once she was looking at it, they would probably hire her. So it's bittersweet, but we are thankful for what she's done in the district and wish her the best of luck.
And now begins the process of taking some applications.
Yes.
And then you'll do some interviews. Can you walk us through what's going to happen there?
Absolutely. And if people have questions or are interested, we have a whole web page designated to this information. It's hard to get it out. But fortunately, we're able to have that all ready when we accepted her resignation. And so through this week, our school website has the ability for people to go on and hit the apply or I'm interested button, I'm not sure which. And there's just a couple questions that they would go through to show interest in the position. And they have through the day on this Thursday, to do that. And then our board will consider those applicants and do executive committee, so closed session committees meeting to interview those interested parties next Monday, the 17th. And so there's two things that we line up to make this process, and one is codified law, and the other is our school board policy. And our school board policy, along with law, says that this needs to be done as soon as possible. And so that's where there is a pretty tight time frame with that. But then having people interested allows our board to take a look, and it's our board who decides who will fill that spot. And that seat then is only filled until the next election. And at that time, the individual and others will run for the 1-year term that Kelly would have had left. So this appointment simply goes until the next election, which I believe we're going to talk about in a minute, will either be in June or November.
All right, and that's a perfect segue into the next thing. This is a little confusing for everyone involved. It's a brand new state law, but we have to move the dates of not just school board, but city municipal elections as well. And those decisions have to be made really soon.
They do. And so this came out of the 25 legislative session and is now in, as you know, codified law once those bills get through. And so essentially it's saying that schools and cities need to determine if they are going to have, in our case, school board election, or if you were going out for bonds, that sort of thing. Those elections need to either be at the primary election in June or the general election in November. And we need to make that decision. What the law says, what codified law says, is that deadline for the governing body to establish that election date is, for school's sake, the first regular meeting in January. However, the law also says that if we were to determine we wanted a June election, we have to notify the public of those openings, the term openings, between December 15th and December 30th. Therefore, really voiding being able to wait until January board meeting to decide. So our board is going to need to make a decision at the December board meeting, whether they're going to have a June or a November election moving forward.
And the city will be making the same decision as well.
Correct. We will make them independent of one another, but I do know that Stacy Van Beek, our business manager, who does lead our election work, her and Bonnie Foster work very close together. And so I know that the school and the city have had conversations about what that would look like if we were to do it together, still knowing that the county has decided they will do it independent of us regardless.
Okay. And whichever date the school district winds up deciding, June or November, there would be 2 board seats and no bond issues. Is that correct?
Correct. At this time, we would just have the 2 board vacancies. Wes Cheddar's seat will be coming up, his 3 years. It's hard to believe his 3 years were my 3 years here in the district, and that time has come and gone very quickly as we're in the middle of that 3rd year. So his 3-year term would be up for election, and then the 1-year term of Kelly's will be up for election. So people will pick. They can pick if they want to run for the 1 year or the traditional 3-year.
Whoever is appointed to fill Kelly's seat for just a few months, would that person be able to run for that seat then as well?
Yes, they would.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. It's not as confusing as it sounds.
Yes.
You did a nice job explaining that.
Thank you.
I was confused at the meeting.
Right.
Though.
I think we all were, and we keep, I think we, across the state in conversations with other school superintendents, we just keep thinking some more information will help clarify this. But ultimately, it's just, trying to determine the best time for voter turnout. But also when you consider what we're used to with board rotations, board members typically start their terms in July. And so if we would move to a November election, then we would have individuals going in kind of in the middle of the year, which I'm not against, but this particular year, they would typically be done in June. So,
all right,
a few things to think about.
A few things. Everything else seems to be running pretty smoothly. It was a fairly uneventful meeting, not a whole lot of reports. I did see you guys got a silver award from the Associated School Boards.
Yeah, our board did. Our board received a silver award recognition. That is when they look at our board and the amount of trainings or classwork they attend, or different ways for boards to be recognized for their leadership within the district and their own growth. And so it's a good honor for them.
Professional development sort
of
thing.
Exactly.
Definitely nice to get some recognition for
Yes.
that. A couple other last notes as we wrap up. I just wanted to mention, just thinking off the top of my head, school things. I think high school band has awards night this Thursday night. We have school play at the high school coming up about a week from now.
Freaky Friday is coming up.
I think that is what they're doing.
I tell you, it's been talked about a lot at my house. My older daughter and my younger daughter, I have that on the calendar. So I tell you what, I know pre-sale tickets have already been advertised. I think that's going to fill up really fast if it hasn't already. So definitely something to keep in mind.
Favorite movie in your household? Then?
Yes, it was back in the day.
Oh, good deal. Well, we hope for a great show on that as well. And of course, the complete activities calendar all posted at the school district website.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Anything else to add this week?
No, we just, we thank you for letting us come on and give a little bit of background sometimes into some of these things, help everyone understand better. Sometimes just watching the board, it doesn't always come together. So thank you for your time letting us come in.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. You've been listening to Dr. Summer Schultz here at Brookings Radio.